Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. Also, what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? Okay, so we will go ahead and get started. Starting with deck number 1. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the Star. We've got the 10 of Swords. We have the Empress. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Devil. We've got the Hanged Man. And the 10 of Wands. All right, so I feel like some of you may have been dealing with some sort of burden or codependency. Maybe you've been feeling some sort of heavy energy around you. Maybe you've been feeling stuck or trapped or holding on to something out of fear or just operating out of fear, period. The decisions that you've been making have been fear-based. Choosing to hold on to a relationship out of fear, choosing to be single out of fear, choosing to isolate yourself, but more so due to fear. So a lot of things could be fear-based, or the decisions that you're making. In a love situation, I feel that there is someone whose energy has been burdening you. I feel like there has been someone who maybe you've been holding on to, or maybe they've been holding on to you, but their energy has just been lingering. And for some of you, I do feel like this has been like karmic, or someone has been like an energy vampire. Someone definitely could be stealing your energy in some way, spying on you in some way. And I kind of feel that, you know, maybe you've been feeling it. Maybe you've also been dreaming about certain things. You could be having dreams about this person, and then dreams about your enemies, period. Like maybe they've been revealed to you in dreams. I do feel too like maybe someone has been abusing their psychic abilities, trying to tap into your energy without your permission, or you have been doing this. So there's also an indication that something is imbalanced in your life. Someone has gone too far left. Something has become unhealthy. Even if you were trying to be healthy, let's say you were saying that you were going to become vegan or whatever, and then you restrict yourself too much. Now you're not getting certain nutrients that your body needs, and you might just be doing something wrong as a vegan. It always makes me think of, you know, Jaden Smith turning green that time. It's like, what are you doing? Like, so something could be going on where your diet is imbalanced, even if you were trying to be healthy, or maybe you've just been overindulging. Even relationship wise, maybe something's going on where you're overindulging. If you have a certain spiritual belief or practices, maybe you have been dabbling a little bit too much to the dark side, especially if you are more so wanting to master the light and the dark. Um, I personally am not one of those people that's like all love and light. I believe that balance is needed. So that's why sometimes I come for people if they're trying to, come at me. I don't stay quiet, but yeah, like something's going on where maybe something has been too much. Even if someone has been like, I'm all love and light. I'm all love and light. I kind of feel like now you're depriving something else. And maybe now you're lashing out because you haven't been properly expressing yourself, or you've restricted yourself too much to the point where now, you're out of sync. Also, love related, something's going on where maybe you were dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Seems that you are that heavy energy, you're going to be moving away from that. You also may have had to reach some sort of a breaking point before you could start to move forward, or before you could be released from anything that was toxic or karmic. It does seem like if things start to get easier, maybe it's because you understood the lesson, and now you can just move forward. I feel like you also are needing to cleanse yourself, your energy. Something may need to be purified. Seems to like you're doing some kind of releasing. Okay, be cautious too. I feel like you're needing to set boundaries. Maybe you are someone who's just very giving, very generous, whether you're generous with money, generous with time, generous with your energy, because the overall energy indicates that, too much is being done. Maybe someone's being manipulative now, and taking advantage of your kindness. Or maybe you don't realize that you're supporting someone's bad habits. Maybe you're just trying to pray and help someone, but they're just like absorbing all your energy and using it to just be selfish with it. You're not getting anything in return. So just be cautious with that. But like I said, it does look like there's going to be a releasing of that burden, that karmic energy, so that you can start to heal. Also, if you've been suffering in silence, I feel like maybe something has accumulated, something's been festering too much, and I feel that once you release that, maybe you need to talk about it to somebody. Maybe you need to vlog about it. Maybe you need to journal about it. I feel like it's more so like maybe you need an audience. And like by you having that audience, something about it is just therapeutic. Just releasing all that out into the universe, because something was becoming too heavy. I feel like you've been taking on way too much spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I feel too like maybe there's a need for you to understand more about self-love or unconditional love to self. Or even if you are learning about loving without having expectations, something still seems off. Like, in a sense, maybe you've been weakening yourself some type of way. It's like your psychic defenses are down. I'm seeing a lot of too much of your energy is being drained. I do feel that you're going to recover and you're going to be healthy again. Um, but yeah, I feel like maybe you had to go through some things. You also may be releasing or letting go of old ideas or beliefs that were weighing you down. And I see you being in a much more healthier spot, especially because I feel like maybe you're going to identify what the issue was. You're going to identify what was zapping your energy. Even from a mundane level, it could be something like, let's say your computer had been slowing down. Of course, you're like, there must be a virus. Maybe you've done, all these virus scans. You've done this, you've done that. And yet your computer just still hadn't been acting right. And then all of a sudden you identify, you're like, that's what it is. Like, I forgot I downloaded this, or I forgot blah, blah, blah. Just you find out what it is so that you can remove whatever that energy is that's been draining draining, something like your computer, your phone, just whatever. I feel like you're going to identify the problem. Some of you, I feel career-wise that, yeah, it's time for you to let go of something that is too much. Like, at some point, it's not fun anymore. Even if something was your passion, it's like, okay, this isn't fun anymore. And so I feel that there needs to be some sort of renewal. And, if you work some sort of 9 to 5, something's happening where maybe you're now ready to move on and pursue some other dream that you have. You're like, it's time for me to pursue my dreams. Like, I can't do this anymore. I can't commit to this situation anymore. And so, this would be you starting your own business or something. Like, the conditions are right, and it's like the universe is supporting you having your own business now. Let's say too, you guys felt stuck in regards to a living situation. You're like, this is too much. Like, I don't want to live here anymore. This neighborhood is terrible. My neighbors are horrible. Like, something's going on, whatever it is. And I feel like you're reaching some sort of a breaking point where you're like, okay, it's time for me to let this go. It's time for me to break this lease or relocate or something. And it looks like now you're moving towards something that is more, that gives you more peace and more comfort. A better home, a better area, just moving on to better things. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are headed towards peace. And it seems like you are going to realize who the culprit was or what the culprit was. You're going to find something. Even if you've been waking up to holes in your lawn, it's just like, oh, all this time I thought this was going on, but it's really a groundhog. Just something's going on where you find out what's been doing something. Even if you feel like someone's been doing some sort of spell work on you or something, I do feel like something will be identified. Maybe all this time you thought it was this particular person. Turns out it was this person. So yeah, I feel like you're going to find something out. I feel too like maybe someone has been, again, having a hard time moving on or letting go. Either someone has not been wanting you to move on, so they've been stringing you along, manipulating you, or popping up in your dreams, just doing anything to get you to stay or keep hope that, something's going to happen or something's going to change. Or, this is reverse. Someone does keep trying to connect with you mentally, but I feel like they're doing it excessively, or you are. Okay, I'm getting something in regards to like a mother figure, baby's mom. Something's going on where I feel like maybe you're needing to cut off communication from someone, or someone is doing this to you. I kind of feel too like by releasing something, it's going to stop something from happening. Like maybe like going back to what I said, where you might be hiding something or keeping something to yourself to the point where, it's overwhelming. And finally you share something with somebody, or you share something, publicly, or vent about it. I kind of feel like that the situation starts to resolve. Yeah. I feel like you are being released from a situation that just wasn't healthy anymore. And those of you that dream, please pay attention to those dreams you've been having, because I feel like there's been some sort of clues. And remember, sometimes people can show up as someone else in your dreams, or like they're using some sort of avatar to throw you off. I'm getting something about drying out the well, draining the pool. Something is needing to be drained. Wherever there have been like power struggles, I feel that maybe you're surrendering, or you don't want to fight anymore, you don't want to, you're just tired. And so you might disconnect from someone who was holding some sort of power over you. Also, could be a Leo or an Aries involved. Someone may be trying to block you from having something. Yeah, so if you've been in a dark place or dealing with depression, um, suicidal thoughts, someone else's energy also could have been attached to you. But I feel that you're going to be in a much happier place emotionally. I also feel that you're going to receive something that you asked for, or something will manifest for you. I feel like something had to be removed first. And now that something is removed from your life, or some energy is removed from your life, you're able to receive what is meant for you. I feel like you're going to receive some sort of help or assistance too with any type of issue that you might be having. Something you dreamed about, I feel like is going to make sense. Like it didn't make sense in a dream, or it was crazy. You were like, I don't know what that meant. And then I feel like at some point it's going to materialize and it's all going to make sense. You're like, that's what that dream meant. And I feel like you're going to be like very grateful for spirit. Something seems like maybe you realized that you were being protected. Romantically, I feel like you've got multiple secret admirers, but I don't know. I feel like either you need to keep an open mind, or not to take any of these suitors serious just yet. Not until they prove their worth. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have the 3 of Staves, Prince of Cups, 10 of Staves, 3 of Sacred Circle, Ace of Staves, overall energy 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Sacred Circle. Okay, so there may be someone around you that you don't fully trust, that you are being kind of guarded towards, or your defenses are up. I also feel like there could be distance between either you and an air sign or an earth sign. Seems like there's distance. There also could be some kind of miscommunication. Overall, I feel like there's issues with communication. There may be blockages in regards to communication or information as well. You might want to check your spam folders if you're waiting for some sort of important information. Like something could have been sent to your spam. I'm getting some sort of blocked information, blocked communication. Okay, so I was also getting something in regards to someone being envious or spiteful. Someone is watching you and this person feels envious, or put it that pride is preventing them from being happy for you. Or this could be reversed. I feel too like something, like you're having to be open for something, or you're anticipating to hear some sort of news. Okay, if you're in a relationship, I kind of feel like your partner doesn't trust somebody that's around you. They're like, why do you hang around this person? Or what do you know, why is this person your friend? I don't like them. So I feel that, you know, your partner does not like somebody who is in your circle. Possibly because they are detecting that maybe this person has other intentions. Maybe this person's only using you for money, or maybe this person is hoping that they can steal you away. Maybe, you know, just something about their intentions may be off, but especially like a little bit of romanticism. So I kind of feel that there's a little bit of jealousy too. Or somebody is like, why are they with them? They should be with me. Yeah, I really feel like for those of you that are in a relationship, something's going on where your partner doesn't like somebody that you're hanging with or talking to and wants you to stay away from them. Or this is the way you feel about somebody that your partner hangs with or talks to. You're like, I don't like them. Stop talking to them. Also seems like some of you are kind of open for new opportunity. Like you're not committed to your current job or position, or something's going on. You're like, I'm not really committed to it, but I'm open to see what else is out there. I feel like you're open to the idea of flirting with other people, flirting with other jobs, flirting with, you know, whatever. Before you get locked into some sort of commitment, I feel like you're, you know, wanting to see other things. What else is out there? Also, you might be seeing a number 33. That might be popping up for you. I usually always feel like that has something to do with communication, which was already like coming out earlier in the reading. Matter of fact, if you have been waiting on any type of response and you're like, Why are they ignoring me? I know they read my resume. I know they went over my application. I know I qualify for this. So why aren't they like responding to me? And I feel that eventually they're going to respond to you. I feel like they were waiting for something else to happen before they responded to you. And so I see something being offered to you. It could be a start date. It could be, you know, some sort of confirmation. It's like, oh, yes, you've been approved for this, or yes, blah, blah, blah. Or we can work with you here. So I do feel like you're going to get that. I do see for some of you, you're starting a new job, or you might be working some sort of a part-time job. You might have multiple jobs because it seems like you're doing a lot. Or you might have like, you know, 9 to 5, and then you do your business part-time. Kind of feel too like it's taken a lot for something to get started or something to get established. You might have to fill out a lot of paperwork, or there's just a lot of work needed to be done in regards to something that you're getting ready to do. Something needs work. Let's say this is about you purchasing a home. I feel like it's going to need some sort of work. You're like, but it, at the same time, seems like you're like, okay, well, I could work with this. So you might take on some sort of a small project. Also seems like the same thing, like if you're looking for a car and you're like, well, at least the engine's healthy on this car. I can work on the cosmetic stuff. I can go ahead and replace this bumper. No big deal. You know, just something I feel like you've got to put in some sort of grunt work and to have, you know, what you really want. But I do feel like something has good bones, or something is a good start. If you are entering a relationship, you're dating, it seems like you guys are just kind of feeling each other out, not really making any type of commitment, but something is being established where you're both looking for something long term, or looking for someone who's willing to put in a work. I feel like there is trust being established between you and whoever you're dating, especially more so for those of you that are kind of just getting into a new relationship. There also is a need for you to finish a project. Seems like there's something that you started on, you never finished. And I feel like you're just needing to get back to it, especially if it's a passion project. Or if you have your own business and you're like, okay, I started on my website, or I started ordering the products that I need to send out. And it's like you've got things all lined up, but you haven't officially started. I feel like you need to get back to whatever it is that you were doing and work on that. I do feel like with the Ace of Staves here that you're pretty passionate about whatever it is that you're getting into, whether it be a new person or a job. I'm kind of hearing something about a restaurant, cafe, deli, food truck, something of that sort. So some of you may be wanting to go into the food industry. And I feel like you're working on it. Maybe you might have to just start off with one perfect product and then, you know, add on later. But at least start pushing that one thing that you do really well out there. Yeah, same thing too for some of you that may have applied for some sort of a loan, whether it's for business or for school. I do feel that they're willing to work with you, but you have to bring them a lot of proof that you're able to carry this loan or take on this loan. Mm. Also, someone might have a protective spirit guide or protective relative that is really keeping watch on who comes into your life. I see an unexpected vacation. Even if it's just, you know, a little mini staycation, going to a hotel. But I see like a little unexpected vacation. I also feel that you're going to be surprised at who's coming towards you or who's interested in you. I see being just very optimistic too about the future or optimistic about some sort of changes. I see some sort of surprise. You might get a surprise visitor or you're the one surprising someone, but I feel like there's going to be a surprise visit or a surprise reunion. Whoever it is, it looks like you care about whoever it is. So maybe this is someone that you're close to, could be a close friend, close family member. Somebody might be visiting your area and they're like, hey, you still live here? I'm in town, blah, blah, blah. And so you get to meet up with someone, but it seems unplanned. So I kind of feel too like you need to be on a lookout for some sort of unexpected event. I also feel like something might be unexpected good news or unexpected support. Like you might be very surprised at how much support you have from people. Also looks like something's going to bring you and another person closer together. Romantically, I see somebody coming towards you, flirting or just kind of making it known that they're interested. I still feel that their approach may be too subtle or it's not aggressive enough. Someone also may be trying to get your attention in some way. Or they're finding like creative ways to get your attention. Also, someone maybe feels bad about the past or how they handle something. So I'm also getting like an indirect apology, or someone, they're trying to apologize or show that they're sorry. You also could be dealing with someone though that is, I don't know, it seems like they've got multiple personalities. For some of you, yes, it might be like a literal medical condition. Others of you, it's just somebody who just, they're flighty. You may be going out of your way to avoid someone or vice versa. Yeah. Seems like you're avoiding something. But at the same time, the way you're dealing with anxiety is to keep busy. Something's going on where you're intentionally keeping yourself busy. You're keeping yourself distracted. I also feel that you're going to be learning a lot about yourself, your tribe, who you are. And this is therapeutic, or this will be healing for you. You might be trying to learn about your spiritual gifts. If you're in school, I feel like you're taking on a lot of work trying to make up for any past work, or you're doing extra work. I feel like you're just doing everything you can in the past. Some of you are very determined to pass. I even feel like somebody is doing something to their professor. Like any type of kindness spell or something. It's just like doing something to make sure that they're being kind to you or nicer to you. Okay, someone also may be dabbling into spell work and doing some sort of attraction spell, a love spell. But this looks like one of those situations where it's specific. Like someone is like trying to specifically get someone's attention, get a specific person's attention. Or someone may be trying to do something where you're thinking of them all the time. I also feel like you're going to find a way to neutralize some sort of toxic energy. Okay, I kind of feel that someone is doing something out of the blue, leaving a situation. Okay, I'm getting a couple of things. Either Someone is leaving a job, one of those, especially if someone was holding on to too many jobs, it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to let this one go. And so I feel like someone is leaving a job. If you have your own business, something may be going on where you're letting go of some sort of product or service that you offer. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. Romantically or in a love situation, I feel like somebody is sneaking out at work to meet up with somebody. Like they're supposed to be at lunch at work, but they're really sneaking off and going somewhere with someone else. Also, if you have children that are in high school, and I don't know if this even still how things even work anymore, but like some schools had off-campus lunch and some schools didn't. I feel like if people who are assigned to off-campus lunches, I feel like they're sneaking off to go somewhere else. So I feel like someone is sneaking off. If you're in school, I feel like someone is going off campus. They're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. Okay, I was also getting something about being invited to some sort of group, but I feel like you might decline the invitation. Seems like you're flattered, but you might decline something. Or at least you can't make it to the meeting. But I feel like you're declining it. I don't know. I feel like you're going to be invited to something. It could be just a survey. Like you're invited to participate in this survey. You also might be learning about how to take your name off of something. You're like, so that you're no longer responsible for some sort of debt. Like there's certain, I haven't done research on it. I just came across it and I was like, that's interesting. I need to look into that. But it's something about how you can have your, you don't have to pay for your car note anymore, and also get the money back that you put into the car. I don't know exactly what it is, but I've heard of that. And I kind of feel like maybe you're looking into something similar, how to drop your name from something. Okay, I can see why you might decline someone's offer. So if someone also is flirting with you, or someone is reaching out to you, I feel like their intentions are not the best. Someone is very surface and seems like they're only looking for, something very shallow, sexual gratification. And I feel that you can detect that you're being manipulated, or detect that someone only wants something. So I feel that you're being very guarded with this person, or that they're up to something. You're like, okay, they're about to play some mind games, or they're being manipulative right now. You might be calling this person out. But yeah, it seems like this person's showing up, but they want something. You don't trust them. Especially if this person has hurt you in the past, or, got you involved in some sort of love triangle or whatever. I just feel like you probably need to trust your instincts that that's what they're up to. Now, the other thing that could be going on is that you are the one, or you are just strictly looking to entertain yourself. And I feel like if that person detects that, they're going to keep their distance. Maybe because they're just wanting something more. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. We have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, Six of Pentacles, overall energy, the Moon, Knight of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay, so this week could be emotional for you. It seems like something's popping up from your past. Maybe you feel haunted. You also might be having scary dreams, or disturbing dreams. You also could possibly be a little paranoid about certain things, overthinking. But I also say that usually if you do feel paranoid, I feel like your suspicions are right about something. It's just not what you think it is. You also seem to be very intuitive, or like tapped into other people's energies this week. You might be taking on a lot of energies. You may need to set boundaries because I don't know, it's like you might feel the weight of the world on you, or feel like you're dealing with the emotions of other people, and it's confusing because you might feel like you're depressed, or you might wonder like why you feel out of sorts, and really it's other people's energies that you're picking up on. You can feel someone else's pain or someone else's fears. Seems too like you're being visited. This is making me think of that old Christmas movie, like A Christmas Carol, when someone is visited by 3 spirits or whatever. I just feel like you are being visited. And it could be dream visitations, or maybe it's just something in spirit that's visiting. You can detect it. You feel certain energies around you. I feel like you're going to be dealing with stuff like that. Also, if something is repetitive, you might need to pay attention to something that's going on with you. Something may be going on internally, and like needing to get your own self's attention, like something's crying out inside, and you need to, these people are going to be like mirrors for you so that you can kind of see what's going on inside, like something's echoing back at you. If you have children, your children might be dealing with a lot of anxiety. Or maybe you work in a school and something's going on where all the students, and they're going through something emotional, or there's a lot of anxiety at school. Summer school for some of you, I guess. There also may be some sort of fear about a trip coming up, especially if someone has a fear of flights, a fear of planes rather. Also, if you are having like a lot of bizarre dreams, you know, that definitely could be just telling you that you're stressed about something. And so you might need to take a self-analysis and ask yourself what could possibly be giving you stress. What are you worried about? Because it's popping up in your dreams. I do feel that either way, if you are emotionally imbalanced this week, that you're going to find peace, or peace is going to be restored. You're going to feel back like yourself again. I'm also getting the energy of maybe someone who is trying to make up for lost time, trying to apologize or wants forgiveness. So it could be someone around you that wants this, or you're the one wanting to wanting someone to forgive you or wanting to make amends. I do feel that you're going to get an answer to something too, especially if you kind of put your foot down. You're like, I need an answer. Like, what's the answer? I feel like you're going to get an answer, especially if you feel like you've been avoided. You just got to put your foot down or fight for what you want. I also feel like you are going to be receiving some sort of help or assistance. And it's funny because I was just talking about a car note in deck 2. So something may be going on with your car where you get a refund, or maybe you're paying off your car. Yeah, something about your car. Or you also may be paying for some sort of trip or something. I feel too like you are deciding to take the high road, especially if it seems like people are attacking you. I feel like you're going to take the high road. I feel like you're protected anyway. I also feel that in any type of competitive situation that's going on, that you stand out from the crowd, or you have an edge over other applicants. Something also looks like everybody is kind of like wanting you to pick them. They're like, pick me, pick me. Looks like you're getting several offers or several opportunities. Like if you were selling your car, like I feel like you would get a lot of responses, a lot of offers, people saying, I'll pay this for it, I'll pay that for it. You're going to get what you're asking for, or the price that you're asked. If you're selling anything, even if it's not a car, anything that I feel like you're selling, it's like you're going to get what you asked for. You're like, this is justified. This is a fair amount. This is what I want for it. Seems too like you're learning a lot. You might need to learn about a skill or some sort of, let's say you have a spiritual gift, or you have a gift of reading charts, or you just have some sort of gift. You have a gift to sing. I feel like you are practicing, or you're learning more about this gift that you have. If you are starting a new job, it seems like you're starting at entry level, but you're learning. You're learning the process. You're learning about your position, learning how things work. I feel like there's a lot of learning going on. Some of you also may be having anxiety about money and security, wondering if something's going to manifest and feeling confused. You're like, I don't know if I'm going to get the money that I need, or I don't know if I'm going to get that relationship that I need. But it seems like there's something that you are kind of worried about. And then also something seems like an illusion. Something doesn't seem real. I feel like if you're dealing with an earth sign, this person is covering something up, or they're keeping you in a dark about something. They have a secret. They also might be stringing you along or wearing a mask. They're causing you some kind of worry and anxiety. But I feel like it's an illusion. And that's the energy of your reading overall too, is that the things that you're worried about this week are baseless fears. Like, there's no need for you to worry about it. Like, you know, maybe you're like, oh my God, I'm so worried about getting kicked out the house. And it's just like, why are you worried about that? Where's that fear even coming from? Does that even make sense? So I feel like something's going on where you are, you know, just kind of tapped into some energies that's very confusing and making you think certain things. Now, granted, maybe you have good reason for something, but like I said, it's not going to be what you think it is. For some of you, it does look like there are spirits around you that you're tapped into, and you might need to set boundaries with them. Seems like they're either being pranksters, or they're just wanting your attention because they're lonely. It's also possible that there's someone who is kind of obsessing over you, unless you're obsessing over them. Also could be some self-pleasuring going on. I feel like somebody has like a little drinking problem too. Maybe they're just drinking for fun, or they say they don't have a problem. I don't know. I just kind of feel like before you know it, or before they realize it, something has become a problem. Okay, someone also may be needing to balance their emotions. It could be a little bit of depression going on. I feel like you're also getting tempted to overindulge. So let's just say, for instance, you know, you're a recovering alcoholic and you go to a party and you know it's going to be, it's not a dry party. It's, you know, it's stuff everywhere. So that's going to be a test for you. And it's like just being surrounded around too much temptation. Now, if someone works in the medical field or in any type of psych ward, it could be that you just are dealing with a lot of patients that deal with, you know, emotional disorders. Okay, I feel like someone is nervous about admitting something or confessing something. I feel like someone is going to share a secret with you. They're going to confide in you about something. Um, it's very possible that someone is demanding that you listen to them. And I kind of feel like you're going to say, okay, what? Or what is it that you have to say? Um, but this person is very adamant about you picking up the phone or you responding to their text or answering a door. Like someone is being very adamant. They're like, I need to tell you this, or I need blah, blah, blah. Um, and it could be with any sign, but especially if they're Earth or maybe Aries. Someone also may go as far as to ask you to marry them. To prove how serious they are about you. They're like, no, I'm serious. Somebody also might pay for you to come see them. I do see like a secret trip. And I also kind of get a message being sent through a third party. Okay. I kind of feel like if you have like an intense sexual dream, that this person wants you to know that it was them. They're like, I did that. That was me. So I know that's not for everyone, but I feel like someone is just like heavily into metaphysical things, and so that's what they're doing. See, I do keep getting something about a teacher or school, even though it's summer. So it could be summer school, it could be online classes, it could be college. Um, I'm getting something about maybe going back to school or trying to pay for tuition, trying to save up for it, or trying to choose a school. Now, also, something just looks like learning a lesson or feeling like you've learned some sort of lesson. If someone is approaching you romantically, I feel like you don't trust them, and I feel like this person's wanting you to give them a chance. You may agree to it, but with caution. Also, if someone is telling you about it's telling you some information, some sort of hidden information. I feel like you need to see it for yourself, or you need some sort of proof. I also feel that you may be making some sort of commitment this week. It could be a committed relationship, but it looks like it's also dealing with money or finances. So it could be job related. It could be taking on a new client or getting hired as someone might hire your services if you have your own business. You also may decide to commit to a school. You might commit to a car note. I feel like someone also may be receiving some sort of certificate, especially if it has to do with like driving. CDL, pilot's license, conductor's license, or whatever that's called for trains. But I feel like someone is getting a certificate, or they're being approved for something. Yeah. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.